designed for an adult audience. LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody. It's the best of LoveLine. This is the show that is comprised of all the great little snippets of the past few months, sometimes few years. You know what this is, Drew? This is a stew. You understand?
The stew.
We take potatoes,
made up of
we
the
take
best
carrots,
products.
we take the best cuts of beef, we put them all together, we boil them up, make them into
really shouldn't even be called a
briny
stew.
broth.
Shouldn't even be called a stew. It should be a.
It is an all-star game.
Yes.
That's what it is.
There you go.
It is an all-star game. And first up to bat tonight, Drew.
Who's that?
Who? Andy Richter. Hey, everybody. It's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Dear new friend, dear friend Andy Richter. Dear. He's a dear friend of mine.
Dear.
Andy Richter in studio tonight. And Andy had a sitcom that only lasted a season or
Two
so.
seasons. 2 seasons, yeah.
2 seasons.
It was 2 seasons, but it was mid-season both seasons, which is sort of like a pat on the back and a punch in the gut.
How
at the same time.
many episodes of Andy Richter
There
controls?
are 19, but I think only 15 or 14 aired.
All right, so it felt to me like a season's worth of shows.
Oh yeah, it's less than a season's
Everybody I ever spoke to liked that show.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's one of those, here's what it would be the equivalent to. It'd be the equivalent to you going up to the plate against Pedro Estacio or some fastballer, hit one that just missed the foul pole and went into the bleachers, would have been a grand slam, fouling a few off, taking a few, and eventually striking out after a very courageous at-bat. You can hold your head up walking back to the dugout.
Right.
And as a matter of fact, probably score some points. I mean, it was almost too ambitious. It was almost too good for
the public.
Too good. A little too hit.
No, it was. I don't see.
I
I mean, if the show had been on and had been left on in a fair way, I would be more than willing to go, you know what? People just didn't really want to see it. But it was constantly being dicked around and moved from one spot to another and taken off the air for a month and then put back on for 3 weeks, showing twice a week, and then taken off for 2 weeks and then put back on another night.
Right.
And there's no way to build any kind of viewership like that. And, and to me, what was evidence of the show being mishandled was, like you said, everybody seemed to really like it. I mean, I'm not saying like it was the greatest thing ever, but it was a pretty good show.
Andy, what are they going to tell you?
I know, that's
what
true.
Are they going to tell you?
That's true, because a lot of people, when they meet me, they think I'm retarded.
Yeah.
And so they, just from the way I look.
That's it.
And they,
I'm retarded.
I'm retarded, see? But,
it
was on in the second season, I had a number of people say, when's your show coming back on? And it had been on for like 2 months.
Right.
And then I had not as many, but yet a few people say, while the show is still in the air in the second season, man, I'm so mad that your show got canceled.
Yeah.
It's like a hot knife in your guts,
Right.
It's not canceled.
Searing knife.
So, but now I'm back with Fox.
Well,
because there's been some management changes.
You're not bitter. That's the important thing.
I am a little bitter.
Oh.
I'm mad.
That's right.
No, I am a little bitter. Wouldn't you be bitter?
Come
on.
Be. Yes.
Yeah, I bet you.
No, you know what? I would be outraged. I'm
just finding it ironic that the people that are as mad as hell and aren't going to take it anymore are the people who are actually on TV.
Yeah, they're not
yelling at the television hierarchy.
Right.
Not at the public. But
no.
It's like,
okay. Yeah. Well, the public, what can you do?
Very fickle.
Yeah, I'll throw my pearls before those swine as long as I can, till the day I die.
The point is Andy Richter's a survivor, and he lands on his feet, this kid.
That's right.
And he's got another shot on Fox. They cleaned the little house over there, and he's back in smelling like a rose.
That's right.
And
I've been to rehab, so they're letting me back on.
That's right. He's cleaned
No more
up.
pills.
All right. I don't believe Andy's ever... Andy... Have you ever thrown up because of alcohol?
Yeah,
good. All right. Now we can hang.
I was thinking you were still in a little bit of the yummy phase, weren't you?
Yeah. I was.
What do you mean, yummy?
I got this theory. They're adults. Okay, here's it. There are adults, and I worked with many of them over here at the Mother Station for a number of years, the morning show, namely Kevin and Bean.
Yeah.
And then their old producer Frank and a whole bunch of guys. And for instance, at 5:30 in the morning, I was the only one drinking a cup of coffee. They were drinking hot chocolate or Mountain Dew or something like that. And then we'd go, one time we all went to Seattle and we went out to a nice fish joint. We're in, the microbrew capital of the world. And they're ordering, Frescas and Sprites. And I'm the only one getting the microbrew kind of thing.
And probably ordering like burgers at the awesome fish place too. Yeah.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese. And then I realized, okay, every child is born into the yummy phase. I mean, every kids don't like beer. They don't like cigars. They don't like whiskey. They don't like poontang. They don't, although we're not sure. Because I'm going to get the bottom of it with my kid. Yeah. But the point is they don't like these things because they don't really taste good. I mean, a beer does not taste good. It tastes like a beer.
Right.
And so if they have their choice, well, they're not going to eat smoked salmon and caviar and a cigar. You're going to eat a grilled cheese with a lot of ketchup on it, Lucky Charms, and Mr. Pibb. And once in a while you meet an adult who still seems to be trapped in the yummy phase.
Absolutely.
Now, somewhere along the line, like in your teens, peer pressure sets in. You're forced to drink the Mickey's Big Mouth in the park until you puke with your buddies or suck up a Winston cigarette or something. You learn this sort of, you learn these things. Now, I don't think they ever really taste good. Like whiskey and even like red wine and stuff, it doesn't taste good. It just tastes like red wine. It tastes like whiskey. A woman tastes like a woman. These are, you learn to appreciate them. The guys in the yummy phase, they get trapped in it. They take it to the grave.
But I also
think... Is that not you?
No, that is not me at all. No, I have very grown-up taste.
He's gone the other way.
They're sort of like so grown-up, it's kind of creepy.
Really?
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the muskier, the better.
You guys
know what I'm saying?
You guys could hang.
Your baby, don't shower. No. I know. You just got back.
Baby, don't shower. In fact, die.
Wait a minute. Go to spinning class, then die.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk.
And then we'll talk in a week.
Not.
Yeah. You get in my trunk, and then we'll talk. No. Oh, come on. You started it. This you're the guys. This is I always love
I knew you were one of the
everybody's
other.
like, hey, come on. Let's, let's walk down here. All right. You want to walk down here? Let's walk down here. Damn it. No, but I actually do think though that the taste buds evolve, and
I agree with you. I think it's actually neurological.
I think that the taste buds evolve.
I think they actually kind of burn out a little bit. The whatever it is, I think we are programmed to want fatty and sweet foods because we need the calories to grow, and as we mature, those mechanisms deteriorate, go away, change, alter, configure to something more discriminating. Perhaps.
Yeah, just something like you appreciate. Sour and bitter, and there's something sort of chemical and structural that goes on.
I actually don't think you learn that so much as it's sort of part of maturing. Because I think biologically,
if you raised people to adulthood on an island and only gave them kid food and then brought them back to society, if those adults would like coffee pretty quickly.
Yep, I agree.
Most of those, totally, and there was ones that like that yummy crap would like that yummy crap. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So you're saying. But from you crave the fats, you crave the starches, you crave the sugars when you're young. Your body needs it, and then later on
it shuts off.
You start turning on like whiskey and hooker nipple,
dead
stuff
hooker
like that. Dead hooker.
My older brother is a total like my older brother
hooker jerky.
When because he's had health problems. He's 3 years older than me. And
what's he got?
He's just had gallbladder issues and stuff, and so the way he's adjusted himself, his diet, he's overweight, but he's a gigantic person. He's like 6'5", and he's a really big man. But the way he's adjusted is that he'll only get 3 candy bars a day, And I honestly I cannot remember the last time. It's been probably 20 years since I bought a candy bar.
Yeah,
stolen many, but
yes.
No, but I mean, after Halloween, there'll be the minis around, and I might have one. It's not like I would be above it, but Never would I go to the gas station.
Andy's a big movie star.
Yeah.
And get a.
He can't be.
Hey, and
Can't be what? Eating candy?
No, I know what you're saying.
I go to the gas station. I hang out at the gas station all the time.
You got to smoke some pot. You smoke some pot.
I have to.
Yeah.
Now I did. Now, all right.
Well, wait for the break.
Yeah.
Sure. No.
I've come all the way around with Andy. Every fraternity house has an Andy.
Yeah.
No. See that people think they put me in the frat thing, but
no.
Oh no.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
The frat houses are loaded with.
What?
Can I say dicks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
dicks. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I do not like that. I do not like.
Could you?
Yeah.
I actually was. It's actually sort of like probably my darkest secret. There's the homo stuff, but then the other darkest secret is I was a member of a fraternity.
You were?
Where'd you go?
I started out at University of Illinois
in
Champaign-Urbana. Yeah, and I went and I joined a fraternity because I was from a small town, and I thought, well, if I want to have a social life, and U of I is like chokingly Greek.
Really?
It's like one of the, at the time it was
it's
like
a fairly
the biggest
academic school too. I mean,
it's a pretty good school. Yeah, I went there because it was cheap and I had pretty good grades and I couldn't afford Northwestern, so I thought I'll join.
We've seen Northern Illinois State.
Yeah.
Northern Illinois. It's just Northern Illinois in DeKalb.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been there twice.
Yeah, that's part of this. Yeah, that's part of the.
You
had to go back. Was it Cindy Crawford days? She's from there.
Barbed Wire and Cindy Crawford.
I had to point out, much to the dismay of the large crowd, that yes, Cindy Crawford may have been born here, but she got her ass out as soon as she could walk. I mean, she took off immediately, which is all you have to know, because
the town sort of ejected her.
Yeah, well, the thing is it shouldn't be where you're born. Anyone can be born anywhere.
Right.
It's where you end up. And she was smart enough at 13 to hit Milan and get the hell out of there. I ain't never been back.
I'm hitting Milan.
Anyway,
I'm taking my mole and getting out.
The other thing,
I joined a fraternity because I thought that's the only way to party, and I quickly realized it was a mistake.
Yes.
Because it was very much like what I feel like is happening in this country, because I sort of ended up hanging with the stoners, and the stoners were really kind of cool, but they couldn't be bothered to
have a life?
No, to hold offices of power within the house. So it was all these other guys that, when you made fun of the fact that it was like some sort of all the the rituals and stuff were just like crypto fascist BS from some goofy Baptist from 112 years ago, and said no, this is that's stupid, all that stuff, and they get really mad at you. That's it was sort of like. But those guys were the only ones who would run for office, so they would set the rules. Right. I know.
Yeah.
And
well,
now they're all apologizing for photos and videos.
Yeah, those guys haven't had shows canceled on Fox. No way.
What does that mean?
No, you're
just fishing. You're just fishing. You don't even know what that is.
No, it was a subtle dig. It was bad. I shouldn't have said anything. I'm lashing out because
I'm sorry. He's never had a show on Fox alone canceled.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get back to the phones. But let me say this: do you feel this way, sort of, about politicians like this sort of Dan Quayles and even the George Bushes and many others in office? You get the feeling, when they were 19, they were that stupid fraternity guy who was, making everyone go by the pledge book and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely.
Didn't seem to be very creative. Didn't seem to be very smart, but yet seemed to sort of power forward despite their own inadequacies emotionally and intellectually. All right. Amanda?
Adam feels much better now.
Thank you. Oh, you know what I wanted to mention before Drew cut me off is DeKalb also invented barbed wire.
Yeah.
That's their big claim to fame, which, again,
they have the museum there.
I had to point it out to them that was no big kicks either. Wire and barbs both existed. You guys just put them together.
Barbs. Yeah, but the barb industry was struggling until they finally put it with wire. Oh, there's barbs all over the place.
Yeah, but the people that got in on the ground floor of the barb industry are laughing pretty good now, Andy. Pretty
Where
good.
do you think Barbie came from?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, Mr. Smart.
Amanda?
Uh-huh.
You're 22?
Yeah.
What's up?
Okay, so I have a little bit of a problem. I kind of have gotten in trouble sleeping around with different people. I had a boyfriend for about 3 years a while ago. More recently, I dated a guy for a couple of months, and we're still friends. We still talk. We kind of broke it off while he's getting divorced. And his problem is that he thinks that because that was my past, that if we were to get back together, he thinks I'll keep,
Let me hang a second. Let me get this straight. He was somebody you were cheating with?
No, well, he was in the process of getting a divorce when I met him.
No, I understand that he was cheating, but were you also cheating?
No.
You never cheated on him.
Not on him. Well,
or you never used him to cheat on someone else?
Well, yeah, when we met, like, he asked me all kinds of questions about my past and had a really big interest in everyone that I had, been with. He wanted to know, which is understandable. I mean, I think it goes both ways.
It is, but it isn't. We generally believe that people shouldn't freak each other out with that. On the other hand, from your standpoint, you should understand, unless you do some significant work on yourself, history does predict future.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, and then the thing is, this is what happened. Like, he knew that, like, when I was first talking to him, before we were officially dating, I was seeing someone else at the same time, and it bothered him.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He expects that you will do to him what you have done to other boyfriends.
Yeah, and what he did to you.
And what he did. And you should expect the same thing because he cheated on somebody, too.
Sort of.
Yeah,
going
the
through a
thing with
divorce.
his wife, like, he never loved her.
All right.
They all say that. They all say that when they get divorced.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and that's what he tells me now, it was really his suggestion. He told me, you need to call Dr. Drew and figure out what the heck's wrong with you.
Okay, well, hold on. How many times have you done this?
Well, okay, so I dated a guy for 3 years, and he was the first person I slept with. Since then, I've slept with 7 other people.
All right.
And that was so
I know, but I'm asking how many times you cheated on one of them.
Yeah.
I haven't. Like, I cheated on my boyfriend of 3 years once.
All right.
And then
this guy's making you feel bad.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hang on a second. Let's clarify even further. Is that cheating episode, was that at the end of that relationship? Was that already
it's a
done?
little more complicated than that. Like, I knew he was going to be leaving. He had to do, like, this church religious mission thing. And so I knew a long time before he was going to be leaving, and I think that was hard for me to handle.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but it was towards the end of the 3 years.
All right. So here's what's going on.
Yeah.
The guy is an older guy.
Yeah.
She's 22. He's doing a little mind control thing on her. I don't like this guy that much. I like the idea that he said to talk to Dr. Drew.
You like that, huh?
for some reason.
That's what you like about him best.
That's the only thing he's got going for him.
But
even that's kind of manipulative because he knows you that you'd respond positively to that.
Maybe I'm playing into his hand.
Exactly.
Amanda, how old is this guy?
He's going to be 23.
So he's a young guy, and his marriage didn't last very long.
Well, yeah, and like I said, like he married the woman he married. It was because of like.
All right,
we don't care.
Look, here's what it is. This guy's 23. When you're 23, you ask all those horrible questions, and you become some sort of bizarre stenographer of this person's past, and they want to know everything. And then as soon as you collect all that information, you then start using it against them, and you end up confusing the person because it's like it's done in a way where I just don't want that to happen to me, and it's all BS.
It's not even that. It's just that male bravado. It's just the testosterone is making them angry that this is territory where other males have been. That's period.
You were cheating on him before you even knew him.
Exactly.
Right.
That is the effective. Yeah. That's the affect state they're in. It's all BS.
Right. So here's what I think women, by the way, because this happens to almost every young woman when she hooks up with a 19 or 22-year-old guy or something. Here's the tack they should take. Not only for them, but for the guys.
Yep.
Because you have to treat guys like you're treating a pet or a child.
Yep.
They need boundaries. They need to be contained. The pet needs to go in the crate. Otherwise, it's going to run all over the house.
Crap everywhere.
Right.
Absolutely.
Same with the kid, by the way. Do they have crates for them?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise you can't transport them, can you?
No, it's got to be in a box.
Okay.
They're called boxes for kids.
So here's the thing. I go and punch holes in the top of the
They
mason
come with the
jar.
holes.
Okay. So here's the thing. You need to say to them, look, I'm not a virgin. Neither are you. I love you. You love me. Let's move forward. I have no diseases and I have no problems.
Right. Even clearer in this. Look, I haven't done anything unusual for somebody my age.
Right.
I've had other relationships. You can count on me to be monogamous in this one. That's my intention. Nobody's perfect. Let's get on with it.
Yeah, but first, you need to tell yourself that you haven't done anything wrong. Because I think he's
some people have.
Yeah,
Hold
but
on
no,
a
but I mean,
second. Let me write that
but you know
down.
what? Life is, you know, people do a lot of stuff, and you know, you probably, I'm assuming you never killed anybody, or that you know that you were never cruel to anybody,
Right?
But you know, stuff happens, and if this guy is making you feel bad. And first of all, I don't like the fact that he's snooping around.
We're more worried about him. Yeah, we're more worried about him than we are about her.
Yeah.
Although we're completely capitulating to the fact that he referred her to us.
Right. Yeah. No, but I do think too that like if he's making you feel bad about what does not sound to me like from the little bit of information does not sound like
Unusual.
like you have anything to feel bad about whatsoever.
We agree.
That you next time this happens, say, get out.
Andy just sort of coasts into himself.
I don't know. I realize what the hell am I talking about?
It's late. It's Sunday night.
Come on.
Mother's Day.
Let's go.
New York
I'll
Minute.
tell you, let me jump in.
Everybody go see it.
Let me get a little time.
Okay.
It's 7:22 after 7 o'clock. Andy Richter in studio tonight. Coasting to a Stop New York Minute coming out. Coasting to a Stop, not a bad name for a sitcom.
Coasting to a stop.
Yeah, it's time for a break.
That really sounds like something. Yeah.
You want to see that? You want to check
something
that
called
out.
Inertia. Check it out.
Man, I hope that helped out. But it's not. It's your
right.
boyfriend is right. You are freaking out a little bit, but we are also concerned about him.
Too much talk
He's
about
being
her.
a jerk.
Yeah.
All right. Wait, let me just check in with Anthony before we go to break. Anthony?
Hey, how you guys
How's the
doing?
weather in Arcadia, Anthony's?
You're
40 degrees?
Drew, Adam,
Yeah,
Andy.
25.
Hi.
Yeah, my question is for Drew. I've become a compulsive eater over the years after my teenage years, after high school. What I pretty much do is I'll watch what I'm eating during the day, but then at night I'll go out on a binge. I'll go to a fast food joint and just eat burgers and fries and.
All right. Hold on a second. Hold on. We got to take a break. We got to go. Drew's going to go rape the candy machine, ironically, during the break. Let me just say this. It just struck me, everyone's always talking about fast food and what it's doing to the kids, and everyone's getting obese and everything.
I know I am. I'm always talking about it.
The thing they don't talk about, and I haven't really thought about, is fast food, the drive-thru is open till midnight or 2 o'clock everywhere now, which is really adding a whole new wrinkle to this stuff.
Yeah.
Because, back in the day, the place would close at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. Maybe the late night one stayed open at 10. But there's no more of that sitting around feeling the urges at 1:30 in the morning and hitting the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Right.
Like knowing it's out there, knowing you're, $4 away from something that's open till 2 a.m., and it's around the corner. That's an extra.
Well, and it's good
Put a
because
severe dent in the 7-Eleven bean burrito business.
and as we've been hearing
Absolutely.
since our childhood, Adam, 60 million children go to bed hungry in our country every night.
That's right.
And hunger is a huge problem. We've been hearing nothing but that and secondhand smoke since we were 12.
Right. Yeah. Which is it? Yeah. Well, they're hungry and morbidly obese at the same
and
time.
smoking.
And smoking. Actually, there's a smoker blowing secondhand smoke at that. We're going to take a quick break. Andy Richter here tonight. We'll
Maybe.
talk to. No, he's got a second win. He was coasting a little there. He's back. He's a dear friend.
Realized I didn't have anything more to say.
No, that's all right.
It's good.
Actually, I just realized I don't care about anyone's problems but my own. I know it's a problem with a show like this, but you had me come back.
No, we did.
Or
we
come
did.
in the first place.
Andy clearly didn't want to come tonight. I was surprised to see him here, quite honestly. I really was. When I came through the door at 9:50,
I do what I say, except when I forget.
That's right. All right. Dear
And I do
friend,
like
Andy,
you haven't
you
brought
there?
it up.
No, and you know what? We got to go to break. I'd like to at least attempt to hang out with you a little bit. Just not now, not for a few years,
Right.
But just because you're on my short list of cool people to hang
thank
out
you.
with. Like
thank
I was
you.
saying, yeah, me and Richter, we bowl a little bit. We should play some cards.
Yeah.
There's something. It's cool.
We went to Splash, got a tub. Got
You're
a tub,
you're very high. You have regarded very highly in
Oh,
the
thank
industry.
you.
A cool
For
guy.
the hangout factor.
Yeah, for the hangout factor. All right, we'll take a quick break. And can you introduce me to Odenkirk too? By the way, because he's on my
Do you
list.
want to meet him?
He's on my list. Cool guy. I was hanging out with
God.
Richter and
I can maybe see
Richter and
him.
Odenkirk. Me and him. We're
That'd be
just
good.
kicking around some ideas. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize it'd be dropping.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Drew, how much money do guys spend trying to get chicks? Into the billions?
Yes.
Cars?
Everything.
Condos?
Everything.
Hair plugs?
Yeah.
All they need is some Axe deodorant body spray and $1 million.
Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam Carolla. That's Dr. Drew. This is the best of LoveLine. Coming up, a couple guys that were drunk.
Yeah, they're as good as their names.
Yeah, they're Wild Boys from MTV, Steve-O, Chris Pontius. You know, everyone goes, drunk as a skunk. But listen, you just finding an animal that rhymes with drunk that's never been drunk.
Doesn't work.
You got to do better than that.
Yeah.
Find me an actual drunken animal. I'm tired of people taking the easy way out with just finding stuff that rhymes. Doesn't work.
They were a mess. Remember that?
Yes.
Steve-O and Chris.
Yes, a mess. But our mess is your listening
enjoyment.
Thank you. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. Drew, mics are hot, so try to stay away from the N-word and the MF. All right? All right, because Drew goes off like a merchant marine.
Dude, that's all it took to get those radio DJs suspended in Canada.
Yeah.
For us to get Drew.
Chris Pontius is here tonight, along with Steve-O, Wild Boys, name of the show.
God, that's a really, really, what do you call it? Condescending.
No.
Like, you know, that clap track. I mean,
Whatever.
I forgot.
No, it's an homage. Sunday nights, 10:30 on MTV. We got a question for the guys from Cody over here, who's 13. Cody?
What's up?
What's up?
I got a question for Steve-O.
What's up, brother?
Hey, dude, you're my idol, man.
Hell yeah, not as much as I am mine, dude.
I know. Hey, my question is, how'd that Bullock Dingleberry taste?
Oh, well, Chris was the pioneer of the lock licking club. How did it taste, Chris?
It tasted like crap.
It was crap. What do you mean what did it taste like? It was crap. Of course it tasted like crap.
It tasted like a minty freshness.
Now, Steve, you vomit after most of these things, right?
I've got the weight. It's not that I have a weak stomach. It's that I have a
It didn't taste that bad.
But you vomit. I've seen many pictures of you vomiting and gagging, which is
good impulse. It's good impulse.
It's really never. Only ever did I vomit on purpose when it was to regurgitate the goldfish before it died.
Sure.
And I forget what else. Oh yeah, when I was trying to vomit out the condom full of marijuana that I smuggled internationally in Sweden.
Oh yeah, remember that? Got a little hot water.
But yeah, it's not that I have a weak stomach. I just have a powerful imagination, and something doesn't even have to be gross. But once I think,
Yeah, but you guys don't have to imagine
like
the gross
crazy
stuff you get into.
Really bad news too. Like I don't know what was worse for my teeth, like chewing glass or vomiting.
And you guys are traveling all those weird places. Do you ever get any weird illnesses or anything?
We've been. I personally, I think you do too. Go out of my way to drink tap water in every damn country.
Trying to get cholera?
No, just trying to build my immune system.
Build the immune, Drew.
Yeah,
Come on,
exactly.
buddy. That's how you do it.
We're warriors.
Yeah, dude. Like
most of that worked by
I
killing.
drank tap water in India, Africa, like
most of that worked by killing off the people that couldn't tolerate the water. But any weird STDs or anything? Yeah, I mean,
weird STDs.
Yeah.
We're perplexed. We're completely perplexed. We believe that all these STD talk is complete propaganda because
really
their penises are still attached to their body.
Yeah.
That's amazing how that works.
It's paid for by the propaganda is paid for by the condom companies.
Yeah.
You see, the thing is,
you've never gotten an STD?
No, actually,
not that if we
actually we're both pretty good about the old condoms.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
No, we really are, and I mean, if we do have STDs, then they're dormant. And
neurosyphilis.
And if
herpes, neurosyphilis, HPV.
Sure.
I believe a strong positive mental attitude keeps the STDs dormant, just like laughter cures cancer. It's all the power of the mind.
That's right. You put a smile on your face, you keep the herpes off it.
That's good.
Yeah, and we're good about rubbers, and I can't hump a girl without giving her my email and at least my email, if not my cell phone number. And so
so you don't want them calling you up later, and
he does.
I genuinely do.
If you didn't use a condom, you wouldn't want them.
Well, no. Like,
he's saying
you want them to call.
If they find out,
exactly. Like, I mean, I'm not going to say there's a lot of them, but there's a few.
Sure.
Like they get a hold of me if anything turned up shady.
Okay. Do you guys scrape anything up when you travel? I mean, woman-wise. I mean, first off,
most of the places we go,
they might not know you where you're going, right?
Yeah, most of the places.
So it's just you become this sort of bizarre sideshow.
There was this one night in Bombay.
Oh my God!
Yeah, what happened?
Well, let's just say that
big gal.
Okay, so this dude comes into the room, and it's his room, and it's his wife.
Oh,
she
my
tells
God.
him to get the hell out.
Wow. Wow.
A hotel room?
No, it was his house.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
It was his wife.
And then while she was doing something to his wiener, he was giving Steve-O a bong hit.
Oh, really? I mean, the hookah.
It was
out of the
really,
hookah?
really creepy.
They weren't Indian.
It was a Canadian couple that lived in Bombay.
Wow. Swinging.
He was like the Dutch couples.
I asked him what her haircut was like below the belt, and he said it was pretty tangly, but he would have never noticed because of the fat that hung over it.
Smart. Yeah, she got like the fanny pack that hangs over the mess.
It might as well have been a bald eagle.
It's called a panis. The panis.
Panis?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. You see it on guys at the gym oftentimes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are nice.
All right, so yeah, it's bad. It's bad when someone has to hold something out of the way so you can get to their stuff.
This is where this is where Steve-O's sort of formulated his disgust for humanity. This is where this stuff came into sharp focus.
But did you jump in on that? You got in on some of that?
What are you kidding me? I was balls deep in it when the dude walked in the room.
Well, you know what I say, Drew. It takes all kinds.
All kinds.
All kinds. It really does.
I mean, when in Bombay.
Do as the Canadians do.
Be in Canada.
Lizette,
Hi, guys.
you're 20. What's happening?
Hey, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I went to the doctor about a month ago, and my doctor put me on Prozac.
Yeah.
Because I've been having like a lot of mood swings, and he put me on this to try it out. And I noticed that when I'm with my husband, I just don't feel the same anymore.
Right. That's Prozac will shut you down sexually.
Is there anything that I can like I heard that gel by gel or something like that?
No, Lizette. This is a very, very. It's just, and there's nothing you can get over the counter that can correct this. Period. In fact, there probably is nothing you can do. It makes sex seem like uncomfortable or sort of difficult to understand. Even it's hard to orgasm. Sometimes adding Wellbutrin will correct this. So you can ask him about adding Wellbutrin. But probably the most efficacious thing that's going to be suggested is switching to either Cerazone, Remeron, or just a straight Wellbutrin. Those are the three that don't cause the sexual side effects.
Oh, okay, because I mean, I don't know if I would take 20 milligrams or 50 milligrams, but I thought maybe if he tones it down or something, it wouldn't affect me so much.
Not likely. Prozac will shut you down.
Oh, okay.
Prozac is played out.
Yeah, and
Xanax is so much cooler.
So is it like for yeah? Where is my Xanax? I put an order in a long time ago.
I didn't fill it.
Come on, buddy.
Xanax.
Ask Steve. He's got tons of it. He works for the company.
Yeah,
he's got Xanabars floating down the.
Oh, I'll bet. Well, you guys,
we've had some interesting plane rides recently.
I've had some.
They get a little Xanax on the plane.
Oh,
a little booze. Yeah. And plus, you guys are like Evel Knievel. You have a lot of injuries. You have to have doctors prescribe you painkillers and stuff, right?
That is true. That we do experience a lot of pain.
Yeah, experience pain, and it's important to numb that pain in your profession.
Funny. Like for the TV show that we're here to promote, Wild Boys.
Sure.
I really don't think that Wild Boys is as entertaining as like a reality TV show of like all of our off-camera time would be.
Oh yeah. So you need to have like an Osborne.
I mean, I'm not saying that we need to. I'm just saying none of it would be airable. Like, for how shocking we strive to be on TV, it's our most shocking moments that are nowhere near the cameras.
That are real.
Just about universally.
Just the whole. You could have done a
we genuinely live our art.
2-part special on banging the fat Canadian. Could have.
Miniseries.
That could have been a couple weeks of programming. No.
Even as fat as she was, it was only a few minutes. I still have my stamina issues, guys.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Yeah, totally. But the thing is, like, how can a man feel embarrassed about premature ejaculation when by definition it's the most the most a man can compliment a woman.
It's a real tip of the
ball. It is the most flattering. This is the simple, most flattering act that a man can.
And from an evolutionary perspective, I mean, that's how you're going to pass the stuff along.
Exactly.
Right?
You know, and it's like I say it every single time I hear, "Is that it? Are you done? You know, you've got to be kidding me." You know, like what about me? Right. I've heard it all. I've heard it all. And every single time I say the same thing. I say,
very, very good natured about this.
Yeah.
Every single time I
good
say,
show.
Yeah, I said, you know, it's not my fault you're so damn hot. You know. I mean,
everyone's pulled the
practices.
Everyone has pulled the move where you put it in, and you do a few pumps, and then you feel like you're going to explode, and you're like, we shouldn't be doing this without a condom.
I think that's really what keeps the Wild Boys clean is that we're both such premature ejaculators that we actually use condoms as like
you're just not in there long enough to catch
you know, like I need that layer of latex in between me and the situation to try not to be so fast.
Well, you know,
we're embarrassed. We're embarrassed if we don't wear a condom.
How long with the condom?
Steve,
how long are you good?
It depends. It depends on how much drugs and alcohol are involved. But
3 minutes, 4 minutes.
You know, like, and I've even been in situations where, with like, you know, with a condom on and with my bro in the room, you know, like filming or not. I've had bros pick up the camera because they realized I started, and before they could turn the damn thing on, I was finished.
Wow.
You know, and I've had like, round number 2 be and 3 be faster than the first one. I'll recharge.
Wow.
I'll reload within like 15, 20 minutes.
Passionate man.
And then genuinely be just as fast. Not all the time, though.
Well, let me. Steve touched on something I thought was interesting earlier, which was he was saying, why should he be punished for his evolutionary advantage?
Exactly.
And I was thinking, though,
and his compliment.
How can you flatter a woman more?
Right.
What's more testimony to the fact that you're turned on
and you're thinking,
than blasting?
Right. And well, perhaps jewelry. But the point is I was thinking about the same could be argued for the fat chick. She just processes food more efficiently.
That's true.
She gets more energy out of that Snickers than the skinny chick does. But yet we punish her. So we punished a man who's more efficient, and we punished a woman who's more efficient.
From a psychological perspective, you know, if you put yourself in the position of the woman, like. A premature ejaculation is extremely flattering.
The ultimate
whereas the ultimate attack on a woman is to be left there, say 30, 45 minutes into it, where the lady's no longer moist, and then it becomes uncomfortable for her.
That's right.
And she's just trying
5 or 6 minutes into it.
Right.
Yeah, and you know, and that's the worst thing that can happen to a woman, because she's sitting there saying, "What's wrong with
You're
you?"
right.
Chivalry is not dead.
She's thinking, "What's wrong with me?"
has a new name. It's Steve-O.
Steve-O, thy name is chivalry.
She's thinking, "What's wrong with me? Why can't I get this guy off? You know, what am I not hot? You know, like
right."
And when in fact, it's just a biological thing.
You know, and so that's why.
Sometimes the ugly ones get me even more excited. Like I've been humping a girl before that's so hideous. I'm thinking to myself, Chris, you are gnarly.
Because the actual act of sex, the Wild Boys could take it or leave it. It's bragging to each other and the rest of the crew that we do it for.
Sure.
Now that with the digital cameras, we can prove it.
Yeah, now with these new digital cameras, it's not only it's not just bragging; it's show and tell.
Let's take a little break.
Boy, have I been putting together some memory cards.
All right. Chris Pontius is here. Steve-O. Oh, they're having a good time. They're going to start bottoming out soon.
No, we aren't.
It's gonna
you goofy little fart sniffer.
Run over the cliff. Poor little Chris over here. He's weirding out.
Wow, boys.
We're getting hotter and hotter.
Why is it that when you rub your balls while you're jerking off that it feels so much better?
I haven't noticed that.
Dude, it does. Damn it does.
These questions and others will
Truer words are rarely
Is that when you're thinking about how gnarly you are, or is that just so you
It's a stunt, dude.
Let's get to the show. We got to get back on the track here. We're going to take Drew. No more talking. We're taking a break.
Drew.
Well, yeah, Drew, please bite the tongue. We'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
Mark your calendars. The Olympics in Athens are coming August 13th to the networks of NBC.
Well, thank Christ we got those wild boys out of the studio, and then a beautiful breath of fresh air named Nelly Furtado blew in.
Fantastic.
Great voice, an angel. Looks like an angel. Sings like an angel. I'm in love with this woman. You will be too after this.
That's right. It's LoveLine.
Yeah. Now, see, Drew's argument to that kind of stuff is he just don't know what's going on.
Thank you, Anderson. I appreciate that.
All right. What happens there is Drew has guests fill out tests, and I don't talk if they're filling out the test during the commercial. But it's not like it ever comes up. Nelly Furtado is here tonight. And Drew, what about that part of you that doesn't pipe up when this is going? You don't notice it?
When
the person's taking the test?
Yeah, I'm focused on the next call and stuff. I wasn't thinking about her taking the test.
All right, we gotta get you. We gotta get you a little bell or something.
Anderson's my new bell. I appreciate it very much.
Sit through 189 of them.
But by the time Anderson pipes up, it's only because there's been dead air for a few seconds. All right. There's nothing we can do.
What's up, Anderson?
Yeah. Nelly Furtado here tonight. Folklore, name of the CD. Let's get to the phones.
Hello.
Andrea?
Yes.
You're 22?
Yes.
What's up?
Well, my question is about different lubes. A lot of lubes I use tend to sting really bad. There's only been one that I've used that hasn't. And I'm just wondering, like, maybe what the ingredients are that I need to steer clear from, like, when I'm buying other lubes.
What was the one that didn't sting?
Miracle Whip.
It was like a Hustler sample or something that my boyfriend picked up when he picked up a toy or something.
Nice. Probably got a strip club, by the way, but go ahead.
Your vagina becomes irritated?
I'm sorry?
You get vaginal irritation?
Vaginal, yes, but mostly we use lubes for anal. And so when we do use
old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Maybe you just irritate that area with the act you're doing, and maybe just by coincidence one time it didn't irritate things.
Well, we've used the Hustler one a few times. It was just a small bottle though, but like Astroglide and Id, they both sting if I use it vaginally as well. And I thought those were supposed to be like. I thought Astroglide was supposed to be all water-based and like
these are fairly inert. There must be maybe some fragrance in them or something you're reacting to.
I don't think so. Why don't you?
Doesn't make sense.
Here's what Drew's saying. Drew's saying maybe there was a little trauma down there, and it wasn't the lube. It was just
the action.
The action.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you threw a rod in the engine and you're blaming the oil.
Right.
It wasn't the oil's fault.
But she's saying that each time they tried this one, it was better than the others.
Well, feel free, by the way, and let me explain the theory behind samples. You're supposed to use them and then like them, whether it be breakfast cereal, car wax, or anal lube. And we all love it when you get one of those in the Sunday paper, the anal lube.
No, of course.
Sampler.
Yeah. In the mailbox.
Sure. Collect and trade. Use the sample. They don't give you enough to last your whole lifetime.
No.
See, if they give you a 55-gallon drum sample, well, you'd never be back.
Right.
Now, you use the sample, you like the sample.
You buy the sample.
You buy more than the sample.
Oh, yeah, you buy the product.
That's right. You actually go out and get the product. Andrea?
Yes.
So why don't you hop online and buy that Hustler ass lube?
Yeah, well, I was just thinking that it's hard to find, but then you just said online and...
How hard could it be then?
All right. And by the way, somebody who's engaging in copious amounts of cornholing, I would imagine has a strong constitution and a can-do type attitude. Yes?
Can do.
Can did. Yeah. Am I right? I mean, that's that's an individual. That's right. That's what we call chutzpah. I'm not sure what you call it over there in Canada or Spain. Or wait, Portugal. Yeah.
Oh,
what we got over here is a little something called chutzpah.
Moxie, I think is really what this one has.
We pick ourselves up by our own thongback straps and get to work, and that's why this country's number one. All right.
Quick Mark question, because now you got to go.
Got a question for Nelly before she leaves. Mark?
I'm here.
You got a question for Nelly?
Yes, I do. Nelly, how you doing?
Hi, how are you? Mark?
Yeah, that's me. First of all, I got to say you are fine. 2 kinds of fine.
Yeah.
2 kinds?
Maybe 3.
Wow.
3, possibly 4. But anyway, I want to know how you feel about being accepted by the hip-hop community like you did, and who would you like to work with in hip-hop?
Oh, that's a nice question. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I just started when I was about 12 years old. I got into hip-hop and R&B, and I lived in Victoria, a suburban sort of small town, mostly white town. But we picked up some Seattle radio stations with some urban stuff. And also in my city, I had hip-hop MCs. It's my generation, suburban hip-hop's a reality. So that's what I flocked towards. And I wrote rhymes for a while when I was 14. And that's why nowadays, as an adult, when I bounce into the studio with these different hip-hop groups, I feel right at home. And it's just a groove. It's just a vibe. It's all just another influence for me.
Who would you like to work with that you haven't worked with?
I heard you rapped, Adam.
Yeah. I do a little Russian rap.
Oh, yeah. No,
Mark's heard me rap. Mark's heard it.
Beaches ain't
but
hoes and treats.
I want to work with the Neptunes still.
The Neptunes?
We've been meaning to work for a while. We'll work together. And then rap. Well, actually, Missy and I, maybe production would be fun. Do something together from scratch.
You're talking about Missy Elliott?
Yeah. Working with the Roots was fun. The Roots, J5 from here, LA. But yeah, anybody really. I'm the type of person where you put me in a room with anybody and I try to make it work. I'm an idealist, so.
All right. Well, that's a good. That's a true getting down. Go on, buddy. Go ahead.
My kizzy.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Now hold on.
Thank you, Mark.
We got to take a break, and Nelly's only
Drew in the hizzy.
All right. Hold on. We got to go.
Oh my goodness.
Nelly's only in for the first hour, so we have to say
your show's 2 hours.
Adios to the big Nell stuff.
Adios. Bye. Adios.
Nelly Furtado, everyone. Folklore, name of the CD. Always a delight. Come in sooner than 3 years, please.
I will.
All right.
Before another 3. Thanks, guys.
We'll be back right after this.
All right, guys. Bottom line, here's the deal. Looking to hook up? Sick of wasting time with the wrong person? One call's all you need to make. Call the date line. The date line.
877-889-DATE.
LoveLine with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
Hey, everybody. Best of LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Don't bother calling. We're on tape, but that don't mean it can't be good.
No, it will be good because we're on tape and it's selected to be good.
That's right.
A lot
All
of
right.
dear friends of the show on tonight.
Yeah. Next guy you remember from Saturday Night Live. I believe he's on for 8 years now, doing a lot of stand-up, many other projects, and always a funny, and dear, funny friend, Kevin Nealon. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Kevin Nealon is here tonight.
Hey, everybody.
Dear friend, Kevin Nealon. You can also hear Kevin doing his work on Crank Yankers, by the way, which I don't plug enough.
That is a fun show.
Comedy Central, 10 o'clock Tuesday nights, I do believe. And yes, Drew.
I was just watching one that Sarah did the other night, and man, she just keeps going.
Yeah, which one? Hadassah Guberman?
She was talking to the perfume counter at a Macy's or something, and somebody had sprayed somebody's vagina.
Yes.
Yeah.
She likes that vagina part. Yeah. That's her favorite part, Sarah Silverman.
But she keeps going. She doesn't stop.
Very funny and dear friend, by the way.
If you call her on the phone, her answering machine answers it always. She says something about that.
About her private
machine,
parts.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a hilarious outgoing message myself, Drew.
Yeah.
Drew knows it well.
You got it, Anderson, there?
Yeah, Anderson. And I change it about every...
You've never changed it.
It's been 8 years.
Yeah, that's my point.
I could change it.
Where is it, Anderson?
Anderson will find
it. There it is.
Hi, this is Adam. Please leave a message.
Same one.
Yeah, I feel like an asshole laughing at my own, material. But if it's funny, it's funny.
But that's a good one. Like, some people make you sit through 3 minutes of what they think is funny, and it's the only time to perform.
Here's the ones I get pissed at. I get pissed at the one where you're calling the guy. The guy has his wife leave the outgoing message and says, "We're not home," and leaves no names.
Yeah.
So it's very
Confusing.
Unclear as to whether now.
Is he getting the message? Is she going to screen it out?
Is it the right number?
Gary Dell'Abate, Howard Stern's producer, does that thing where his wife says, "Hi, we're not home," and you hang up. Now, if you haven't called him before, it's sort of you hang up. And then you call back and you hear it again, as if hearing the woman again is going to get you any closer to the truth. But then it's weird because you're thinking, they didn't say me and Gary aren't home. It's just we're not home. It's a female voice. It's not the person's voice you called for, and you have no idea. And I understand why people do it. They want a certain... Here's the part that's tough. Here's what I'm saying. Yes, here's what I want to say. You can't be sort of secretive and try to get yourself out there at the same time. Like, you know, when you call people and you go, I'm not sure, do I have the right number? Is this, what number is this? And they go, what number did you call? It's like, listen,
Nobody wants to
jackass,
give up anything.
I could hang up and call you back right now for the once a minute for the rest of your life before you killed yourself. Don't F with me. It's sort of like, I'm going to get an answering machine. I'm going to say we're not home, but I'm not going to say our name, because that's going to push it too far. Let's everyone put your goddamn name on the thing so we know who you are.
The worst is when somebody leaves a message on you that you don't know, like a telemarketer.
Yes.
I got one of those once. I came back and this guy said, "Hey, Mike Reese, I got some good news for you. Why don't you call?" So I said, I'm going to call this guy. I'm going to really lay into him, never to leave a message. So I called him up, and some woman answered. I said, I'm calling for Mike Reese. I could take a call.
There you go.
I said, no. Mike Reese called me. He said to call him back. He left me his phone number. Okay, well, Mike is away from his desk right now. Well, okay, when can I call him back? When's a good time? Well, he's not coming back to his desk. What do you mean he's not coming? Where can I reach him? Well, you can't reach him. I said, no, I got to reach him. He said he's got some good news for me. I could use some good news right about now. And then finally I got fed up and said, don't ever call my machine again or fax me stuff.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah, I laid into him good, huh?
Yeah, you got him.
Yeah. Here's how I lay into somebody, because I hate confrontation. I'll start off like, hey, when you get a chance, can I talk to you? I got a little bone to pick with you. That's it, man. And then I settle down a little bit.
All right, you ready to go back to phones? Dan?
Yeah, and I was wondering if, at the end of the question, if I could battle Anderson in sound effects. I extract sound effects from movies, and I could probably beat him.
All right. I don't know how you declare a winner in sound effects, but...
what's the question?
Go ahead.
I'm bisexual.
You hate God.
Yes, that's right. Dan is 18. He's bi.
Yeah. And my girlfriend's black. She's not from this country. I'm going to meet her parents on Saturday this weekend.
There are some blacks from this country, though, aren't there?
Yeah, I know that. But she's foreign, and her parents are Muslim. And if it ever came up to believing in God, what should I just say? I believe in God just for the fact, or just?
Well, in a way, you're almost more accessible being atheistic than being part of the evil empire.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
that's true.
At least there's the possibility of just bringing you on board as opposed to talking you out of something.
But they would rather have me be Christian than be atheist. They would rather see. I
don't know that. You don't know that's true.
Hey, listen, Dan. Here's the whole thing. You're effed up and you're angry.
Kind of, yeah. Well, my dad was mainly part of it.
I remember you talked about his dad last time he called.
Yeah,
and he was busy. He wanted to tell his dad about his bisexuality.
I wanted to tell my mom. I didn't know if I should tell my mom or not, and I wanted to know if I was bisexual because of the pornography he had.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, and let's not blame porn. Such an easy scapegoat, my beloved porn. You know what I mean?
We can blame it.
Many things fall into porn's lap that I don't have to tell you what can fall into porn's lap that it doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
Let's not give it a bad rap. Hey, give porn a break.
Okay.
Or incredible edible porn. I got to work that out. The point is you're angry, so you're going to get yourself into situations that
allow them to act that out.
Yeah, you get confrontational.
Yeah.
You want to fly under. This is, by the way, and we'll get back to Dan in a second. But these are the a-holes who get in the bar fight every other week, and every time it's
Magic
the same thing.
is-
It's
yeah,
like,
Magic's
I
the
went
same
in there,
guy.
I mind my own business. I'm looking down. I'm not bothering anybody. And some a-hole calls me a sea-sucker.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, we got to throw down. But why it's the same guy, and how come everyone else naturally goes 26 years in between physical confrontations, and you don't go 8 hours?
Right.
What are you looking for? But it's never them. I'm not looking for trouble.
Right.
Yeah, you find it. So you find whatever you're looking for. Dan, if I went over to their house, they wouldn't know I was an atheist. If Dan goes over to the house, they're going to know about it.
Well, here's one of the things he can do by creating chaos in this relationship is continue on the bye-bye route.
Yes.
And bye-bye to the girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah, well, my girlfriend knows that I'm bi, and she has no problem with that. But I can.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that you can sort of create your own future by sabotaging this relationship, and
well,
then look back and go, oh, chicks, that never works out. I can never have that. Now I'm going to stick with guys.
Well, I've had a steady relationship right now, and I've never done drugs. I've never gotten in a fight. My father was kind of violent, but I managed to stay away from the drugs and the fighting from the get-go, because my mom pretty much told me that it won't happen in the household, as in I won't live there.
Dan.
Yeah.
Let's get to the sound effect.
Yeah, okay, I got it all lined up, and you ready to go?
You know what, though? I'm not feeling anything like this. Right? I don't even know where I am right now, guys.
Anderson
what do you got? What's the matter?
Anderson's,
ready?
No, relax, dude. Dan.
Hold on, Dan. Anderson has full-blown AIDS.
No, I have full-blown HIV.
That's what I heard. I know we're supposed to talk about it, but
what do you have there?
No, I've been at camp all weekend, and it's been a tough weekend, and I'm
AIDS
very
camp.
tired.
You been sick, or you been tired? You tired?
No, I'm like 3 hours of sleep the last 5 nights.
What kind of camp?
Rape.
He goes to a cancer.
It's Camp Good Times. Camp Ronald McDonald for Good Times. Kids
with cancer.
Okay.
And stuff.
Takes kids in. Takes care of them.
It's good times. It's good times, Adam. My name is Ace there. It's very strange, and I think about you, and that makes me sick.
Make some lanyards.
When do you don't sleep
All right,
at
but
night?
listen. You know this Dan. He's nothing. Dan.
All right, work me up, man.
All right.
Dude, he's doing it on his own. He's such a geek.
Dan, what do you got for us?
Well, I got an elephant. I got Bugs Bunny. I got Godfather.
All right, I'll tell you what, Dan.
Yeah.
Give it your best.
Dan, I'll tell you what we'll do.
All right.
Anyone who listens to the show with any regularity knows that Engineer Anderson is a wizard at sliding in.
Well, I got them all lined up.
Quiet down, jack off. A very apropos sound effect, just when the time is right.
I can't wait to hear Father.
I know. I hope I have a kid. I hope I have a boy so I can call him jack off, because girls got to be, you shut up, little Jackalina. Oh, Christ, that didn't work. All right, so, Dan.
Yeah.
We're going to take another call. Okay. Anderson, you just hang back. We're going to take another call, and Dan can slide in his apropos sound effects, yes?
All right.
All right, Anderson, who do you want to talk to?
Michelle.
Let me push it up, though, because she goes on.
All right, go ahead.
Michelle's on 4.
Line 4, ovarian cancer.
Michelle.
Hi. I just want to say I saw you guys at Stanford, I think it was last week, and I really liked that. You guys did a great job. I'm a long-time listener, and my question is actually about ovarian cancer. My aunt has had ovarian cancer, I think, for like a year and a half.
Uh-huh.
And
Dan, anything?
Shut up!
I'll be back.
Michelle, hold on a second.
All right.
Michelle, hold on.
All right. I'm sorry. I know it's very tragic.
See, now that sounds like that was me doing it. No, that wasn't me.
You didn't do the shut up?
I did the shut up.
part.
I don't need to hear Dan yet.
Who is the shut up guy?
That's your boy Adam Sandler.
Hey, Dan. Yeah. We're going to need you to, chime in with your sound effects. Now, Anderson, as tempting as it may be, you got to hang back so that we know everything is coming from Dan.
No, let's let Dan do the next.
Why don't we not do the ovarian cancer? Why don't we do like Matt on 6?
No, how about you let me answer Michelle, and then we'll do Matt, okay?
Well, okay. If you killjoys don't think cancer's funny.
So what is your question about it, Michelle?
Well, my aunt has had ovarian cancer for about a year and a half, and it's gotten pretty bad. And
right. Well, what's your question?
I was just wondering, nobody in my family has had that before. I was wondering, is it possible for, that just to be a random thing, or is it?
Yes, it is certainly. Of course, all cancers can be random.
It's not like I have a higher chance of getting it now.
Well, certain ovarian, there are certain groups that may have a slightly higher risk of ovarian, breast, and possibly even colon cancer. There's a couple of genes, the BRCA1 and BRCA2 genes, that are rather prevalent in Ashkenazi Jews that may increase your risk of colon, breast, or ovarian cancer.
What's an Ashkenazi Jew?
It's the other, not a Sephardic Jew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You ever been out with a girl who's got BRAC too?
I enjoyed some of their programming when I was pond.
Are you Jewish descent,
summer.
Michelle?
No, I'm not Jewish, but my family's Polish. My aunt actually.
See, you can get tested for this gene if you want to, and genetic testing is available, and just to see what your risks are. But ovarian cancer is a relatively common cancer. It is random in most cases, but a few, a limited percent, 10% or so, may be this genetically linked phenomenon.
Okay, and I have another.
And it's, by the way, a very highly treatable cancer.
Okay, I have another quick question about something. Have you heard of anything called paraneoplastic syndrome?
Yep, see it all the time.
That's what they're telling us that she has. And
she got arthritis or something, or rashes, or something?
It's like, I think they thought maybe it was connected to the cancer, but it's like, she has got weakness in her limbs and her nervous system.
Right, so her nervous system, what they get is an attack. Their immune system attacks other parts of the system. Paraneoplastic just means alongside of the cancer. And so the cancer is overloading her system, and her immune system starts going crazy and attacking her nerves, attacking her joints, attacking her skin. And in this case, it sounds like it's attacking the muscles and nerves.
Hey, life is great, isn't it?
Hey, that's why you got to have kids. Michelle? It's good of you to look after your aunt this way, by the way, and be this concerned.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
Here's the deal with ovarian cancer. Keep at it. You can many times get a cure. Just keep slugging.
All right. Let's get Dan back involved with who's our next call going to be?
5 and 6.
5 and 6? All right. And again, Dan, you got to make with the sound effects, please.
I'm already. I am the smartest man alive!
All right. But Matt, again, you got to slide them in where it's apropos.
Appropriate.
Yeah, appropriate.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Matt.
What's the problem, Matt?
Hey, Adam.
Hey.
I want to tell you first, Adam, you're God.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's good.
Drew's passionate man.
Yes, he is.
And Mr. Subliminal over there, I appreciate everything you've done. Actually, my ex-girlfriend called last night. I'm the Jew that blows the shofar when he's getting oral. You guys remember that?
Yes,
I was explaining that you should be blowing the shofar when
we've got to play for Kevin. Excuse me a second, Matt. The subliminal message lady we did with Tom Arnold here, the Holocaust lady.
Oh, that one.
That was we were calling upon your skills, and Kevin.
Yeah,
it was very funny.
We just got Canada back.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Canada canceled us because we played that.
Let's describe it.
F Canada. We'll
Did
play
they really?
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we lose state every once in a while, like we lost Hawaii recently, and we lose a country every once in a while, too.
Here's the deal. I don't want to play it, but if Dan's got it, feel free, Dan. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's all ready. It's all lined up, and it's going to go in a row, so it's going to be about 50 seconds.
No.
Dan,
hold on a second. Dan, look, hold on a second.
Yeah.
Anderson. Okay. Okay, Anderson.
Or I can play normal.
Shut up.
What?
Anderson, you need to play the Holocaust thing. You don't need to play it this second. Just we'll deal with Matt over here for a second, and then we'll play it.
Gotcha.
Matt.
Yes. Okay, the reason I'm calling is because my ejaculate tends to be on the clearer side and not the whiter side, like I've seen in like porns or people have told me and stuff. And I wonder if that has to do with sperm count.
No.
The porn, it's all liquid paper in porn, anyway, I found out.
But I also had, like, ex-girlfriend told me, like, other people's are whiter.
Yes, some people are clear, some people are chunky, some people are thick, some people are thin, some people are clear. Has nothing to do that I'm aware of with sperm count.
All right.
I'll tell you what it does sometime. Maybe in this way it could correlate. That the clearer, thinner tends to be more associated with frequent clearing of the pipes. And to the extent that you may not give yourself a chance to build a good sperm count if you're jacking off 4 times a day, that may be associated with low sperm count.
What about liquid paper? Can that be clear or chunky or milky?
Different. I think they have orange and white. And
they have different colors.
Like peach. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't believe, by the way, I whipped out some liquid paper and actually used it the other day, and I thought, oh, really? I'm still using this stuff. Like, what year is this?
Were you with a girl?
It just, yeah, I couldn't quite finish my initials. So,
Oh my God.
that's my thing. That's my bag. They call me the decorator.
Your carrying card. Your calling card.
That's my calling card. I was thinking of my calling card actually being my calling card. Like as a murderer, my calling card would be to leave a calling card.
Yeah.
It'd be confusing to the police because, like, what's his calling card?
They'd never believe
it's
it.
his calling card. It'd be like a who's on first kind of thing. I know. What is it? It's his calling card. I know. What does he do? Slash his initials into? No, this is calling card. Actually, leaves one. All right. All right. Now I don't feel like hearing that stupid Holocaust call, but do you want to hear that?
No.
All right. Here's what happened. See, because it's bad to bring stuff up and then...
But just was tell it, because it's a funny story.
Not finish it
Even
off.
without...
I'll do it as quickly as I can. And this is the legendary subliminal man that Kevin Nealon developed. I don't know if you developed that on Saturday Night Live for Saturday Night Live, or you had that before in your bag of goods.
That was I picked that up from a guy named Ed Peck, who was a character actor in Hollywood when he first came out here. He used to do shows like The Vernon Shirley and those kind of things. He had a really deep voice. He'd talk like that. He'd do a thing called tagging, where he'd be talking to a waitress, and he'd fit in these little profanities here and there, and she wouldn't know it, but he would tell me, he was going to do it, like, well, I'll tell you what, sweetheart, I think I'll have the French fries, bitch, and you'll also give me the hamburger, whore, and I don't think I'll take any ketchup with that, slut.
So that was the impetus for Subliminal Man. Well, we had a she was a phone sex operator call the show, and her thing was the guys were getting off too fast.
So she wasn't
making any money. So I said, quite honestly, the problem with you phone sex operators is you do a little too good a job. Meaning, the people call in and they go, "What do you look like?" Meanwhile, it's a fat broad who's got her baby on her knee and she's ironing her old man's long johns, but she's like, I'm 6'2", I'm blonde,
or it's an old man in his long johns,
and he's saying I'm 6'2" and I'm blonde and I'm a 34 double D and I'm and the whole thing and the guy's like, if
how's that go again?
No, here's what these women should be saying. They should be saying, Look, I ain't no prize. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not a Victoria's Secret model. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing phone sex for a living. But I'm a good, solid 7. And because of low self-esteem, I got into this business. And I'll tell you, I can beat a guy off street style. I can suck a golf ball through a beaker. Through a piece of Bunsen burner hose. I'm amazing. That would get me off. That I could buy. It's the super fantasy stuff. But anyway, guys getting off too fast. So I said, look, why don't you subliminally work in some negative stuff to stop them in their masturbation? So you go like, "Oh, baby, you are so hot, Cancer." And
car accident.
Right. And so at a certain point, I said, so it was like, "Oh, I am so wet, Holocaust." That and so she didn't know what subliminal was.
So we had to explain that.
And she didn't know what the Holocaust was.
Actually, what happened was Adam goes, "Work in the Holocaust." She's like, "Yeah, but we're like, Holocaust?" She's like, "No."
Yeah. So I said, look, let's do it. I said, look, just work in the Holocaust.
You explained what the Holocaust was.
Subliminally.
Explain what it was to her. A horrible,
then.
tragic, awful experience that we want you to work into this conversation.
Work it in and do it subliminally.
This, by the way, is the subliminal message the Canadians missed.
Right. Canadians got pissed when we did this. But anyway, the point
why did the Canadians get pissed?
We're making light of the Holocaust.
Yeah. And probably they secretly feel bad for not making as big a contribution toward World War II. Maybe they could have. Let's be honest.
We were pointing out we were trying to think of the most horrible thing we could think of, and the Holocaust came to mind.
They got a puck on their shoulder.
All right, let's just play it for God's sakes.
No.
Let's play it. It's too late. We've been talking about it for 5 minutes, and it feels like censorship at this point.
No, I've already explained it, though.
Let's just finish.
That wasn't funny, though.
It's like when...
Hey, Anderson.
Yeah.
Shut up. All right, Kevin Nealon is here tonight. He's going to meet the big fan, by the way, Engineer Anderson. Loves Nealon's work. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
If you need help, hang up and then dial.
LoveLine. 1-800-LOVE-191. LoveLine will be right back.
Mark your calendar. The Olympics in Athens are coming August 13th to the networks of NBC.
Well, it's the best Love Line. I'm Adam, that's Dr. Drew. In keeping with our Saturday Night Live theme, enjoy a little Jay Moore and Julian Nichols, who wasn't in. They were in a film together. Yeah. She wasn't in Saturday Night Live.
No.
Oh, it's Julian Nicholson?
Oh, Julian Nicholson.
Well, that's different. Anyway.
The film was very good. Very well received, yeah.
Enjoy. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Julian Nicholson is here tonight. Jay Moore, Seeing Other People is the name of the movie. Jay Moore's like some 50s character. He sees everyone in the hall. Hey, kid, looking good. What's your name again,
That's right,
kid?
baby.
Yeah, here's a quarter. Looking good. Keep up the good work. Chris, hey, buddy, nice job on the board. Looking good. Looking sharp. All right.
That's how it goes, man.
Could you get these shoes polished for me?
Hey, now go get your shine box, Chris, huh?
Yeah, you want a nip? You want a nip? Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Lauren, cute kid. You're adorable. Keep it up. But that's what? I'm nice to people?
No, it's good.
Everyone thinks I'm a jerk.
No, it comes across.
Panic disorder, though.
It's sincere. Do you? Yeah. Now, how does the panic?
It does not come across. Ask Lauren right now and ask Chris if they think I'm being. I pat him on the back and he's just walking by for no reason.
You gave him a cracker. You pat him on the head like Benny Hill would do the little.
What are you, Mexican? Kid. Yeah, you got to be nice to them.
Yeah,
they'll rise up.
Kid. Yeah, no,
you got to be nice to the Mexicans.
They'll rise up. That's cool.
They'll rise up, but they'll.
Yo, dude, that's messed up.
Scratch themselves and be back for another nap. Don't worry. Now tell me. Oh my God. Yeah, they'll rise up. All right, now look. Hold on, Jay. I want to talk about your panic disorder because Drew. Yeah, I want to let people know that if the Dr. Drews of the world and the Jay Moores of the world can have panic disorders,
then they should buy my book.
Then they should buy. Jay's
and I'll come
book.
Back on before the book comes out, and we can do a whole thing about it.
What is?
Yeah.
How
as opposed to taking away from the Julianne Nicholson time?
Give us a panic disorder story. Saturday Night Live.
You're on SNL.
It's irrational.
Cameras rolling.
I was not in any sketches for like the 5th week in a row, and I sat in my dressing room, and Roseanne was the host, and I sat and I positioned my chair in my dressing room so that it was directly under the TV that hangs from the ceiling, so that if it fell, I would be killed. And
why was he panicking?
No, it's just the most depressed ever. And then as I just after sketch after sketch, and like the sketches suck, sometimes.
Right.
And then I just sat there and I thought, I can't catch my breath. And then all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, I can't catch my breath. And I have to crap and throw up. And everything on the inside of me has to be on the inside of me. And then I'm leaving. I'm dying. And I ran all the way to the hospital on 2nd Avenue.
Now, the thing I find interesting about it is you didn't have a sketch that night.
He was depressed.
I understand, but my instinct would be he's doing a sketch at the end of the night and the panic attack kicks in.
No, but see, I'm in show business. I'm a comic, so that's when everything's working out. That's stimulus response. The stimulus is you hand in a sketch, you write
it.
When
he doesn't have the stuff to focus on, he gets the panic.
Right.
For me, it was all lack of structure.
Yeah.
It feels like depression. It seems a weird place for a panic to come in.
Depression. Mine was all depression.
It was.
Oh, depression is a good cause for panic and generalized anxiety, both.
Really?
But panic isn't as bad as... Panic's the worst thing in the world because it's so irrational, like nothing causes it.
Right. So your heart just starts...
No, you're dying. You are absolutely
dying.
Really
describe it.
Someone's pushing it. You ever if you push in on your Adam's apple, it's like that feeling all the time, and you have to crap, and then
every person somatically feels it differently, but in the brain, it's a discharge that's completely dysregulated
of endorphins and adrenaline.
Imagine you just jumped off the Titanic in the middle of the ocean, you're starting to get sucked down.
Right.
That's the feeling.
That I have to fight to get out of this world.
But you're just sitting there.
Right.
And so you can't. If at least you could be physically active.
You're just at a movie watching the screen, and all of a sudden, the car's on fire, and your seatbelt won't come loose.
Right.
Well, I've never had one, but I picture it kind of like Fred Sanford when he would say he's coming with us.
But some people it's that way. For me, it felt like I was either having a seizure or going crazy because your mind races out of control. You feel like it's completely.
What is the best move? Let's say you can't get to a hospital. Did you actually went to a hospital?
I ran to the and I always thought I was going to pass out too, which is weird because you don't pass out when your heart races. You pass when it drops.
Yeah, people get the feeling they're going to pass out. Well, you can hyperventilate till you pass out.
I ran home and my roommate had Valium, and I'd never taken Valium before. Smart. And I called my dad and mom because my mom's a nurse and my dad's a know-it-all. And I said, if I take this Valium, what'll happen? And my dad's like, let me look it up in the PD. What is it called?
PDR.
The PDR. Oh, it says here it cures anxiety.
It says BFD. Go ahead.
I was like, gulp. And then I just sat in the bathtub for a little while in water that unfortunately was not deep enough to drown me.
I can't believe you called your dad to do some drugs, though.
No, but because I'm a bit of a pillowphobe, so I didn't want to take something like in case I was allergic to it.
All right,
it's weird.
All right. So you called your dad. He said, "Cool." So you took the
and
Valium.
I took it, and then feeling normal became absolutely euphoric.
Oh yeah.
And one of the chapters of the book is nothing is as beautiful as having things the way they were.
Yeah.
And just being normal and having normal like fear and pissed offness, festivity. And then I went back to the show and I was like just absolutely euphoric. And I was just telling everyone I had a panic attack.
You went back the next day or that night?
No, that night. It was like in the middle of a show. And then Sarah Silverman said, that's a panic attack. You have to go see my doctor, Noelle Taylor.
What a surprise.
She saved my life.
Go ahead.
And then I left a message, and then the doctor called me back and said she could see me first thing Monday. So then I only had to get through Sunday. And then she said, you just have a real basic panic disorder. It's how many panic attacks have you had? I said I had about 3.
But you were depressed. Did she treat the depression?
No, I wasn't. I never had depression really.
You stand on TV waiting for it to fall on your head.
It's this place, but that's appropriate depression. I'm not working at the place I'm supposed. It's situational depression. That's not like I wake up depressed. I'm happy all the time. Julianne Nicholson, Best Actress of Seeing Other People.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I'm so not.
Let me ask this: do people who have more brain cells to rub together, do they have panic attack more so than
I believe so.
I think it's that's we've talked about.
Well, that's convenient, Jay.
But we've talked about the autonomic tone you and I've talked about. The engine's running high, engine's running low.
Right. Yeah. He's got a Cox 049 engine buzzing in his brain. It says, yeah, you too.
Yeah, you?
It's not good for anything.
Right, you?
I got the engine from the African Queen. Just kind of chugging and smoke bellowing out, barely moving.
Julianne Nicholson.
Stop it.
Why?
I have not had a panic attack.
You haven't?
No.
You're one of those people.
Throw it in there. Yeah.
You've had anxiety attacks, though.
Yeah, big anxiety.
Same thing.
But never that
not total
pressure.
Panic. Not total.
You know, the
my
synonym.
heart's gonna stop thing.
I'm sorry, sweetheart.
No, I'm done for another 10 minutes.
What's the anxiety attack?
Anxiety, the synonym is fear. Anxiety, the synonym in Webster's is care.
Mm-hmm.
And in panic, the synonym is fear.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like complete opposites by definition. Anxiety is stimulus response. Your boss is yelling at you, and then eventually, if he keeps yelling at you and yelling at you, then one day you're driving to work and you get an anxiety attack because that's the building where you get yelled at.
Like right now?
Right.
You
Julianne
guys are all
Nicholson?
talking and I'm not, and my heart's starting to race.
Is it really?
No.
Why can't you be like, you could be like the Orlando Blackman on like the Mavericks and just sit back in the cut, you get a pass, drain your 3 every once in a while, and you jog back up the court.
Why
Don't
can't
worry
you be
about
like
it.
Orlando Blackman.
You know, if I knew who he was, I would try to be like him.
Kyle?
Colored guy.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, I'll work that.
You're 19?
Huh?
You're 19. I'm guessing he's not prone to panic attacks.
Julianne Nicholson.
Kyle.
African Queen.
What's your question?
Yeah.
Funky father.
All right. I'm done with Kyle.
Okay.
All right, I said many years ago we should stop talking to guys on the show.
You have said that and been right. You have been right.
Tiffany? Tiffany?
Yeah, hi.
Well, they got a double clutch on the first one must have just been for air.
Tiffany's 21. What's going on?
Oh, I have a problem. I'm going out on a limb calling y'all.
All right, go ahead.
Around 1.5 years ago, they said I had cervical cancer.
They said it. Did they treat it?
Yeah, they froze my cervix and they removed all the cancerous cells, and they said that everything was fine, that it shouldn't recur.
Let me just stop you for a second. Did you have a conization also, or just for the cryotherapy?
I don't remember.
Right.
I think it was just
a study just came out this week that showed that something we've kind of talked about a little bit, but most of the cervical cancers, the ones at least that are really meaningful, occur just at the mouth of the cervix. The cervix is like a donut with a hole in the middle of it, and the most of it occurs right in the hole in the middle. And the conizations really cut that out. They cut the middle out. And the study just came out that showed that women that have had that procedure have a much, much higher incidence of miscarriage.
Okay, well, I've been engaged.
Whatever, Drew. Let me keep going. That's very Buddhist to cut out the hole.
Yeah. I was just thinking about adding my creamy filling. That's all I could think about.
Oh, you're disgusting, Julianne Nicholson.
No,
right.
But my problem is I've been engaged for a year and a half, and I love my fiance, and I want to pleasure him, and I want to be with him, and all the emotional attachments that come with it. But my problem is ever since I've had that surgery, it hurts, and I don't want to talk to him about it. I've gone to doctors, and they said there's no scar tissue, there's nothing, and I'm just don't know what to do anymore.
Hold on a second. Hold on now. So you've had recent pap smears, right?
Yes.
Have you? And recently, there's no recurrence, there's no wart virus, there's nothing like that.
There's nothing.
And have you had an ultrasound to see if there's some other problem that might be causing the pain, like endometriosis?
Yes, I was in the hospital for a month and a half. I
what?
tried everything.
You were in the hospital for a month and a half?
Yeah, because they were running tests. I was in and out for a month and a half.
She even called Jay's dad at one point when she broke down.
He's a know-it-all.
He knows.
You weren't in the hospital for a month and a
She
half.
was at her wit's end, Jay.
You were in the hospital for a month and a half?
Well, the first time I was in because my stomach swelled up. And then in and out, I've been
All right, Tiffany. Wait.
Go into a tunnel.
Wait a minute. The phone's gone all funky.
I know, but here
now you think something's up with
now
Tiffany.
we got to get to the next stuff. Yeah, now
We
gotta,
do?
Yeah.
All right. We can't just label her nuts and move forward?
No.
No?
You can, but we're not going to.
Tiffany?
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Well, just give me a yes or no. Were you sexually abused growing up?
No.
That was a no?
There's a faint no.
There's a faint no.
No, but the whole thing's, what's going on with this show?
It's the phone. Her phone's messed up.
It's the world's famous K-Rock. I mean, if
It's not our phone, it's hers.
Stryker, you can put a chimp behind the board and do what he does.
Stryker's a pro. There's no doubt about it.
And that's his real name.
All right, so she's had extensive evaluation. She's got somatic preoccupations, much like Jay Moore, and they can't explain it. It's something called dyspareunia, which is pain with intercourse. It could be 100 different things. All she can really do is keep going back and try to look for an explanation. I will tell you, though, that 9 times out of 10, plus, when women have unexplained pelvic pain, it ends up being a sexual abuse history.
In the meantime, keep going down on him like you're drowning and his nuts have oxygen.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Jay Moore.
Well, look.
She said she wants to pleasure him.
Coming out of the movie this week?
She said, I really want to pleasure him, but it hurts.
No, and it's true. Like, women are always like, I don't know what to do. And it
Just put the tip in.
Yeah, get going.
Doesn't he know how to be gentle? He's got to be like a savage and do the whole thing every time, get through the whole donut?
But it takes all kinds.
It does.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Let's take a break. Jay Moore's here. Julianne. Is it Julianne?
Julianne.
Oh, give her... Go,
I almost said Juliana. That's why.
No, thank you.
That's
Julianne.
right. Julianne Nicholson is here tonight. We will take ourselves a quick break. When we
Jack
come back...
Nicholson's niece.
Drew? No. Really?
No.
Will it make it more interesting?
Yes, it could. Yeah.
Yes.
All
When we
right.
come back,
I
we'll have
can't
a great
believe that.
call.
A great call after this.
1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Drew, guess how many Terrific Scents Axe deodorant body spray comes in?
I bet 6.
No, it's more.
8.
No, more.
9.
No, 7.
Oh,
I think I screwed that up. Anyway, 7's enough, right?
7's great.
Yeah.
San Francisco.
Fine, and it would not be the best without a little something. Oh yeah,
Rob
you
Schneider.
know him.
Yeah.
You know him from little Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo,
The Animal.
and many other
Another
projects.
dear friend of the show.
Yeah, Rob Schneider. Hey everybody, it's LoveLine. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Rob Schneider's in studio tonight. He brought us both grenade-sized avocados from his own tree. So,
yes, so we have many fruits, my wife and I.
Those of you who are listening to the show, we got a caller from Wisconsin over here who's
eating her heart out.
It must be late out there.
Go ahead, put
yeah,
her
let's put her on. The point
2 o'clock
is
in the morning over there?
Rob is either picked himself or more likely had his assistant pick
No.
large avocado.
I got a big tree, and I got the pole.
This is a
got the bowl with the thing on it.
pineapple-sized or papaya-sized avocado.
Let's put it this way: if I threw this at your head, you would
Bad
die.
times, yeah.
And if I put it in trebuchet,
I could do some damage.
Melissa,
The Trebuchet Show.
you're calling from Wisconsin,
Yeah,
and how cold is it there tonight?
very cold. It's probably 13 degrees out right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy here.
It's
tonight,
actually
too.
warm. It's actually warmed up
Raining.
for them.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
unbelievable
literally,
last week.
Below, all last week.
And have you ever seen an avocado?
Yes. I
Have
cook
you
with them
eaten
all the
an
time.
avocado? You've cooked with avocados.
Yes. Well, not really cook. I make dip and stuff.
Good.
But by the way,
they call it dip in Wisconsin.
you want to hear what a horrible cook my wife is? I walked in the kitchen one day, saw her peeling an avocado like it was an orange, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "Are you serious? Like, did you know I was going to walk in?" Like I said, when I was masturbating, and I said that I knew you were coming in, and it was a joke. Is it that kind of thing? She's like, "No, this is how you do it." I was like, "I'm gonna kill your mom. This is horrible." Oh, by the way, speaking of traumatizing on the wife, let me just say one thing. We get to Melissa in 1 second. Just remind me of something. Drew, there's like, we got every invention we need. It's like, there's 32 different kinds of bottle openers, right?
Yeah.
Cork pullers, wine, bottle of wine. I don't need 32. I need like 2 good ones or even just 1. When is the toilet timer flusher thing going to come in? My wife has now discovered the 3rd Big Duke floating in the toilet with her. And here's what happens. I know what happens. I'm on the phone.
He doesn't want to flush.
This is what happens.
No, you're doing business on the phone.
You're doing
Mr.
business.
President? Yeah, yes,
flush,
sir.
you don't want people to know where you are.
You don't want them to know who you are. So you stand
and then
up,
you get up and you walk
away,
and then she comes in.
And I
have a feeling this wasn't left floating. It was left. It was a big dump.
Was it standing straight up? And,
she gave me. It was pointing toward Macca. She gave me this one. She goes. I was in the living room and I was listening to headphones and I was skipping rope and she came out in the hall and she just looked at me. She was like someone who was landing a carrier on a deck. She did the 2 fingers like, yes, you. And I said, what? And she goes, come here. She did the waving. I'm skipping rope. I'm like, what? She goes, and she starts guiding me in. She walks me all the way down the hall through the thing, walks me on the back. What is this? Then goes right down to the toilet. I'm like, all right, that was humiliating. Melissa, it's a comfortable, confident man.
Yeah.
So anyway, you like avocados.
Yeah.
It's 13 degrees in Wisconsin, and your question is?
I have a question. My boyfriend, we've been going together for about 3 years now. Lately, it's like he's trying to push me away, and I just don't understand why. And then it's like he'll pick fights with me.
Melissa, here's the thing about relationships at your age.
Yeah, but when he leaves me, or I leave him, I get sick of it or whatever. Or he'll say, I don't want to be with you, I just want to be friends. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I'll get over it for
and then
I'll
he'll
leave
call
him
you
alone for a week. And then he'll call me and be like, I love you, I miss you, and this and that. And then it just cycles back and forth. And it's just like, I'm getting really sick of it. And I've told him so many times, I'm just like,
what is it that you want to do?
I love him, but I want to leave him, but it's just when I do and when I get comfortable being by myself, after the first week, it's just okay, I can do something.
Okay, a couple things here. First of all, I think that I love him, but I want to get away from him. I don't think that exists after 35. It's like, I'm done. I want to get away. That's it. You don't fool yourself anymore.
No,
with
you
that.
pray one of your friend's bones or so.
By the way, just
leaves you alone.
take it easy on yourself because it's extremely common. Everyone, it's just like the guy. He wants something else. The grass is greener, and a week later he realizes, I got this though.
Does he have sex when he comes back with you?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, stop that. Stop that, and he'll stop coming back.
Yeah.
That's what he's coming back for.
But see, it's I need it too, so it's okay, whatever,
All right, okay, but let me make this analogy that Drew, I don't know what the average time, people quit drugs or cigarettes or booze or whatever it is they're trying to quit. It's 3 or 4 times before it takes.
Yeah.
And the same with relationships. You've been with somebody for 3 years, especially, she's 20, so she got to get 16, 17 years old.
Couple shots.
You break up. And then you get back, and then you break up, and you get back. It's just 3 times
max
before it actually takes. And as you get older, you just start realizing, hopefully, that when you break up the first time, maybe you should just stick with that plan instead of bouncing back. But this thing is this is what happens when a relationship is sort of coasting to a stop.
Yeah.
It's sort of like,
eventually, if you don't quit, he's going to quit.
Like when a car's running out of gas, every once in a while it catches, and it's like, but it's running out of gas, but it'll catch every once in a while. And
but
pull
you know
for
what? What caused it finally to grind to a halt, right?
Her love of avocados and living in Wisconsin.
Somebody does something with somebody.
Yeah,
somebody finds somebody else. That's it. Pow! It's just boom. Now it's over.
Yeah.
That's it.
It would be nice if there was an event that made it sort of that you couldn't get past. You know what I mean? That,
right. But she hasn't set any boundaries in this relationship with this guy. She keeps taking him back, and so he gets what he wants. And then, she's feeling like not the most highest self-esteem in the world, so she keeps taking him back. And you just got to find, if this is the guy you really want to spend time with?
No.
Yeah, okay.
Just break up. And look, anyone who's been with anyone from 17 to 20 needs to break up anyway.
Right, and it's good to be alone for a while and to scare yourself. Like, I don't know what I could be alone. It's good to explore the I don't know what it's like to be alone.
Yeah. Right. Plus, then what happens? You get engaged to somebody you've been sort of on and off
Yeah, you
with.
don't want that.
Yeah, just break up.
Be with somebody you're excited about.
Paul?
Yeah.
A man who shares your passion for avocados. What's up, Paul?
I'm great.
Hold on. I don't like this exporting of our fruits and vegetables to other places. It used to be one of our things. Like, hey, Hawaiians had their pineapples, we had our avocados, and we could laugh at other cities and states. Now everyone's got something.
Everyone's got everything, though. I've got a patient brings a bunch of Hawaiian papayas every time they come in. And
That's nice.
They brought a bunch, and they are so good.
It's nice, but if you live in Hawaii, you got to be angry. You got to be angry about that.
If you're Hawaiian.
Yeah.
It's like tumbleweeds in Hawaii, papaya. They're just everywhere. They grow like weeds.
So good.
They're amazing.
I love that. Little lime on there.
Got it.
What's happening,
Coming
Paul?
home tonight?
Indigenous originally to Brazil, but
really,
yeah.
Once
What they make fun of is the Portuguese over in Hawaii.
Oh, really?
The Portuguese guys, the ones they make fun of. Yeah.
They don't have Polacks.
The Hawaiians make fun of that?
Pineapples also from Portugal. From Brazil.
The Hawaiians make fun of the Portuguese?
Yeah, that's the person they make fun of. It's like
yeah?
the Chinese and the Hawaiians and they make fun of the Portuguese. I don't know why.
Yeah,
just the way it works out.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah. Hey,
Paul.
Yeah, here.
Go ahead.
What's happening?
Yeah, I can't go to sleep unless I have sex or masturbate.
Me either. Okay, next call.
Yeah. So what?
You're a guy.
That's what you do.
It's a choice. If a choice, sure. Who wouldn't want to? Are you saying you think you have a problem?
Yeah, because I have a girlfriend and we have sex like 5 to 6 times a day.
Come on.
No.
I don't know if something's wrong.
It's bogus. I don't know if something. Okay. I like. Here's how you know it's bogus. No question.
Yeah.
I bang the bejesus out of my girlfriend 8 times a day. So, do you know what the problem is? It's like you got a boner, you idiot. Check off.
Problem is it's too self-congratulatory towards you.
Here's the reason, guys beat off before they go to bed, not because they can't do it or they won't, they have to do it or they won't be able to go to sleep. It's because they know it's going to be a good 8 hours before they can do it again. To me, it's like why you take a leak before you take a drive to San Francisco. It's like, there's no toilet in your car. You got to get one in. You're going to be down for a while.
Could happen, earthquake or something.
Sure.
Well, okay, yeah.
Meteor.
Yeah. Let me give you an example. You didn't beat off, and now like a missing piece of a Skylab goes right through your bedroom and crushes you, and there you are.
Oh, that's
eternity.
Here's what gets me. Here's what I always think about. Like tonight, I was on the way over here. So better pick up a little dinner. So I make my buddies stop at a place and we get some food. Now I'm going by the food section in Wild Oats there, and there's sushi. And I'm thinking, if you're going to buy sushi at a supermarket, if just in case, chances are it's not bad, but if it is bad, no one's going to feel sorry for you. Well, like, what were you thinking getting sushi
in a supermarket?
Just like, people who go out and do those like parasailing in Mexico, like, and then they get killed throwing the rocks. Well, what were you thinking parasailing in Mexico? So I'm always thinking of like, if what you're going to get sympathy from or not. When you do something. Sleeping with a Haitian hooker. Now, what were you thinking without a condom? Why,
Right. And it is true that the fact that you're gone is secondary to how, what took you out.
Yeah.
I'm convinced I'm going to be crushed by something frozen, a piece of food, like a pot roast or
how about that gigantic, when the ice that comes out of the toilet.
Ice.
No, the toilet from the plane,
Yeah, they call it blue ice.
Blue ice? I don't know the term.
What?
It's the stuff, sometimes there's a leakage of the
blue
plane.
Ice, Drew.
That'll be frozen at 30,000 feet from a plane, and it's the blue, liquid
toilet stuff
from the toilet, and it'll actually leak out from the plane, and it will drop and be a chunk of ice and could just kill you.
You didn't know that?
Urban myth.
No. It goes.
Actually
went through a guy's boat and stuff. Oh my God. Well, here's the whole thing about planes and boats and all forms of transportation before just a few years ago. somebody was like, look, we're 30,000 feet in the air. Why should we store a big barrel of poop to bring back with us to the airport? For Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I'm not.
We're over the ocean. Who's going to know?
Not bringing macadamia nuts back from Hawaii. We got a big tub of, we got enough weight. First off, there's weight issues on the plane. Secondly, who wants a big tub of crap? Well, we're over the Atlantic. We're 35,000 feet in the air. It's just drop in the ocean. Yeah. Cruise liners used to do this too.
Trains in Europe.
People in Winnebago's.
Tracks,
right?
All right, let's take ourselves a little break. Rob Schneider here tonight. We'll be right back.
Here it is. Bottom line, it sucks being single today. Tons of lame people and no decent prospects. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline. Call the Dateline.
1-877-889-DATE. LoveLine will be right back. So get your problems ready.
This hour brought to you in part by Axe. Experience the Axe effect.
This has been LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for LoveLine is Ann Ingold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.